They said, "What's this one?" They said, "You know what this one is." They said, "Who else is this? You know who else is this?" They said, "Why?" They said, "Cause had to send her away." They said, "What? Had to send her away? She cannot be here. This is too much. Where are you at?" We'll come back like we always do. Let's look up in here. They said, "Where we at?" Right, let's go up in here. See, I was gonna talk about Tails up in here, and cause hey, the way the bag is structured, did you get it? Mm. Is it you got a chance? Not a chance. They stated they said somebody was in here doing all types of extracurriculars. That ain't what they said. That's what they said. They said, what's that?" They said they said I did not get fired. They said I got a book and it's a few people over there. I can't get fired. That's possible. Especially when I was a music director. Hang it up. They said not the editor. They said not the editor. They said the editor. They said it's gone. They said how many people got fired? A lot of people got fired. They said. They said even her. They said now you know women do not get fired. That is crazy. They said how many men got fired? They said a lot of us. Here, let me see this. Hey, someone very very special to me called this baby. Hey, I could. Hey, bro, run this. They said, "What you mean behind the music? Like, where is that at? What did I just do with that?" Okay. They said, "Why don't we do it the old way?" Uh, they said, "What is this?" They said, "We can smoke in here." They said, "You can. You got you smoking this one and not the other one because that other one is just kind of like outreach. It's a real catch. It's a kind of turn in type thing. Uh, checkpoint from a different perspective. See, this one over here is like real wild." They said, "You're capping." They said, "Yeah." They said, "Really? I gotta go." They said, "I'm about to buy this place." Was he in the house? Y'all bought the house? Why don't we do it the old way? They said, "Cuz."
Knuckles!
In person? They said, "Nah."
Knuckles!
Oh, wait, there's a 2B.
Knuckles!
They said, "Where we at?" See, I don't want to be spoiling. Here. This that one right there. Flying battery. In the Studiopolis. Nah, we can't give y'all that. Yeah. Studiopolis. Flying battery zone. Hey, who he is? No, 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 what y'all doing? I thought they spoiling. Who he is? That first draft? He was that first draft, because I always needed that for that, that background sound. No, you didn't. Stop it. Like, 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 not the deli. The deli. Crazy. Not the whole pack. I collect all of them. And, yeah. Uh, but what if I make what if I allow my booba to watch certain type of art developments, and I don't be thinking I'm seeing it some places. Um, uh, And they said, what is that? Ah, that's just like some new stuff that's coming out. This is kind of ghetto. Cause I know that, I mean, like, cause when you talking and you talk about something, why can't we do it the old way? Most people don't know what that is. Only a select few people know what that is. What's Act 2? Let me see this. Hey, where that? Hey, where you at? Where you at? They said you ain't got him. He ain't not right there. He right here. Nah, he right. He ain't here, right? He's not in here, is he? Nah, cause I just lost to him. Where I fight him at? I ain't fight him up in here. Let me see this. Because we've been up here. Yep, that's what it sound like. Yeah, he up in here. They said, what you talk about? They said, you know what you talk about. They said, what's that? That's that flex. That's that stoic. Not stoic. Yeah. What did that do? They said pull them ribs. So you can fix it for him. The body, the stomach, the belly. They said, are you eating? What do you mean? Like, I don't really have an appetite because I've been addicted to stretching and like the pelvis. Cause when you open your legs, you got a different bag. You know, and some of these people be they said, what if I'm told that I gotta go get me a bag? And they said it gotta be that bag. But I wanna, they said they wanna draw or make music. But their parents like, no, I want the equipment shown and the process in order of the medical field. It's like, that is crazy. They said, you know the Twitter market is where Hub used to be at, and that's where the political structure is at. But then again, that new bag out there is magnificently just structured for like that nice little troll out there, and you know, with that copyright infringement up in there, they said you just can't have that behind the music right there. They said, why can't you? They said you can't though. I mean, like, that's kind of tacky. Let us try to get us a nice little feature, you know, because you could charge, you know, you charge people for they to be on your YouTube, and if you ain't got that bag, I mean, like, it's gonna sound. They said what they say. They said, but for a feature, I mean, like, to even mention the bag or a structured bag is what bad. Like, they said you're capping. They said, look, tell your pretty little lies. They said, tell your pretty little lies. They said you got 33. Let me see. They said under the sun. They said, how'd you get that? Oh yeah, there was some pink in there too. Not that Bismol. They said why? Cause he said he took a dude. He just shit it. He said I took shits. Like, I took shits, and they said not shits. They said y'all see it. They said why is that right there? Cause y'all do know the theory, right? I think I found it. I don't even want to say it. Am I supposed to say it? I don't think I'm supposed to say it. I feel like I'm gonna ruin it if I say it, especially while we're playing this. That's why this is fire. So you're like Arad right now. Yeah. I'm gonna say contemporary. I said, you was going out of time. So, yeah, so like, I did like a last page. It wasn't really the last page. I was drawing it a lot. Y'all ever be like drawing, right? And then you feel like you've, You've been drawing for like hours, but it's been like one page. They said you're capping, yeah. You be drawing, you be sitting there, adding extra details. You know, actually adding some subliminals up in there. Okay. Okay. Not that, what's that? Oh, they said that's that. Oh, they said you can't speak. Don't speak. They said you can't speak. I mean, like, cause I don't know. You're watching yours at. Cause I remember watching mine right there. You said you're lying. They said I thought I told it to never speak again, concerning the concept. You know big bag structures. You're lying. They say yeah. So did you what you do with yours? What I do in my bag? Behind the music? They say who'd you meet out there? A few different people. I met a few different people, and it took you 4 minutes and 56 seconds to do that. What place you come in? I don't remember. They said what place you think you came in? 11. I don't know why. Somebody else came in that place. They said it because why? Because I didn't have a mindset of. They said really? No. They said what place did he come in? Do we have that? I want to say like I don't even think of that much. I wouldn't even say 11. They said why? I just probably wouldn't say 11. Hey, so what is y'all up in here playing around with y'all back and forth? Cause you know you structure differently. Cause that party's over there. And let me see this. Let me grab this real quick. They said not the fires. The fires are hell. Not the sun. They said somebody is out there. Let me look at this. They said smack. They said somebody's out there really trying to they said nah, look at the city. They said Ted, you hear this? They said let me play this. They said not as a they said not ours. They said what? 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 You ain't gonna why you leaving? They was trapped. They said, but you was outside. They said you was outside with like 15 minutes. Hey, you was outside for like 15 minutes. They said, what ties? Is that? They said I had 15 minutes up in there. They said, what is that? Do I gotta look? I gotta search? I ain't gotta search. You're lying. You're lying. Okay, not cap. Switch that. Ooh, oh, they said get out. They said you know to get out. They said nah. Where is it at? Cause did you get it? Did you get it? Did you acquire it? He got it for me. They said what did he get for me? You know what he got for me? They said somebody's medication. They said you guys are lying. They said yes, I promise you. If they play with us, they said y'all not about to be. Yep, we're about to get the government order. It does what? It sedates. Oop. 90 pounds to put it under ya. And then what? They keep it coming back for more. And they said them zombies are gonna get out of control. They said because you know why? Because they're gonna cut it. They're gonna cut it. They're gonna cut it, numb it up, send it back, and y'all gonna be just like trying to cure it. They said why? Because that's behind the music, baby. This is haunted. Listen to this. Oh, that sounds scary. They said not the T. Okay, so who ma play this? Because some, hey, bro. They said, bro. They said, dude. They said, hey, bro. Bro, what are you doing, bro? Bro, they said you had the last page on your laptop and you destroyed it. It was like a hack. Yeah, I know that. They said you can't have that on there. I said I was about to release that. They said why? Because you're not a crime. Bro, you know how to fly too? Bing, 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 bing. Spank, spank, spank. Smack, 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 smack. It's an Icarus. They said, bro, that head is off. Not off. They said off ya. They said off ya outside the streets, baby. They said, what is the story? They said, behind the music, bitch. What are you, my, like... I was trying to figure this out. Oh, not the coins. They said, what coins? These ones, you dick-eating ass bitch. They said, you know the lines, bitch. The fuck? The fuck? The fuck's up in there? Ooh, that bitch said, not daddy, but not Bruce. You ain't gonna tell me, you ain't gonna tell your people. I said, how you feel? They said, bitch, I'm finna knock you. I'm finna smack the dog shit out you. If that's what the fuck that is. They said, why? Cause girl, get out my fucking... Get this. Move this. That girl said, the price of the brick. They said, you deleted it? I deleted it. They said, you still got it? Cause you know you're in trouble, right? They said, why? Cause the price of the brick is just priceless. Where is it at? Let me see if I can find it. They said it, why? You know people on hologramic furniture of people's families are getting tortured. They said, no, they don't. They do. That's why I told you to get the pictures on. They said, I thought I'd keep them up. And they said, you should not. Here, get it. Go back here. We finna grab this. But actually, what we finna do, we finna go over here. They said, why? Because, they said, fuck the scene hole. They said, that is real. They got, like, they said, that got somebody, some real stuff over there. It said, say your lines. Say the lines. It said, that is major. They said, girl, who was that over there? I don't know who the fuck that is playing y'all motherfuckers sniffing. They said, why are you cussing? They said, you see the lines? You see it up there? They said, get out of here. They said, how much you got of this? Hey, see, I wasn't supposed to be over here cussing like this. They said, you know why? They said you were over there commenting about the, They said, so Knuckles thought you differently. They said, I actually be trying to put you on to people by, like, only allowing you to see these people because I feel like you look like this. Like this, let me show you. Yo, Tails, look. Like, why does the followers keep going up? Like, they said, what is that? Hey, Tails. Hey, bro, see, look, see, broken. They said broken. You know why? Because you know they went over there. They said, what's in there? They said, where is she at? They said, somebody, 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 can't go live for some reason. And, I was trying to ask you if you know about that. And it was terrible. They said, some of these people don't believe in the same thing. Like, they said, what do you mean? What? Mind playing tricks on you. Move, Tails, bro. I said, I just didn't want to be seen, bro. That digital stuff you playing around. Zip. Up. They said, I thought. Hey, you know, since they said don't be playing around with no chakra up in there now. like chakra, like, bro. What is you doing up in here? Chakra is crazy. I said, like, come here. Yeah. They said, where is she at? Girl, they finna pick it up. They said, girl, I'm about to get this. They said, you can't. They said, watch me. I know exactly who to call. They said, why? They said, cuz, look at this. Zip, down, zip, down, zip. What the fuck? I said, how did you do that? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, we going up in there. They said, why wouldn't you? Let's get this right here. Smack. You know, I was looking for something one time, and I was like, what the fuck? They said, what the fuck? They said, no. They said, what the, who? They said, what the lack of drivers. They said, what do we don't want? They said, nah, I heard lack of drivers now. They said, They be in here trying to do stuff. Ooh. Okay, we just to the right. They said you probably get more traction going this way. Let's get out here. Up here. Look. You see that? You see what you just did? They said, look at it. They said, what do we do? Look at it. Look what's right there. They said we got you in a, you better have me in a, to pop that. Not to pop that. Yes. We're going up, Tails. Oh. They said, for which reasons? I'm gonna show you. Watch this. What is that, a glitch? What is this? Like, are you even playing this? Under which circumstance? Y'all got AI up in here. Basically just turning off, trying to figure out, cause you know our cousins in over there went through that heat wave. They said we had the best chips. He said they got the best chips. They said, well, why would you say? Like, now that I think about it, it's like, they said, I told you. I don't know about you, but they said, where they at? Hey, y'all better, you said, girl. You know you know where you live at. They said at home. Okay, so uh I'm alive, you alive. What that mean? That means like you know like a real like coronation like ring. Where she at? She's out there. They said she's working. Oh, they said you're dumb. They said you're not dumb. They said dumb. Look, look. They said flinching. That's the flinching at the back. They said because I was about to put it on there. They said no, because I looked at it and I said, girl, you better get this one right there. They said why? They said he's finna break them hands. They said why? Why? They said cause. It gotta be like, girl. They said why? Cause bitch. Look. They said look at the look at the look did you see it? They said now under which circumstance? Like we said you what? How'd you do that? What do you mean? Like, do you need some more? Like, I mean, cause I had to make sure that someone understood. Like, after a while, it made no sense to me. They said, well, they said you had a nice little piece of cake over there, kind of. I don't think you knew that. Like this is a nice slice. I don't know. They said I don't know this person. They said, and the moment you say that, I don't. They said, what comes to that? I said, what do you mean? They said, ain't that your people's? Up, ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You. So, how I drop weight is because look, watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. She was like, is that a baby? Like a baby. A baby? I could have sworn my other baby said that too. Someone wanted to have reminded someone of a structure because I was trying to figure out if they all wanted to like join, but did you like? I mean, like, cause I was gonna try to grab it from right here. They said grab what? That one. Did she see it? They said it's who? Somebody ain't supposed to see some things. I mean, like the bag is structured differently. They said I thought they would shut it down over there. Yeah, cause behind the music is crazy. So what that meant? That means like, I am trying to win a few little tokens. They said cause they be over here doing too much. You know that? Who? Look. They said, bro, just be quiet. They said, I want to redo. They said, cause you see what they said? Eating it and chewing it up. Not eating it and chewing it. Eating it and chewing it. They said, girl, I was trying to show. Yeah, she said, girl, I was trying to show you what I had over there. They said this was cussing. They said they was over there. They said not parlaying, sleeping. They said that's her. That ain't her. They said that is her, bro. You're capping. They said that thing. No, it ain't. They said it's not. They said yes. They had it like this. They didn't have it like that. You see you said they had it like this. Like what? Like okay, so I just bought you. I mean like some a little bit of time. Okay, that is in a way. This is gonna go down right there. They said, what is this? This is a big shut up. They said I really smacked. They said cause how is that even able to happen? Supposedly somebody making that happen with an extra understanding. That's to knock you off the top. Knock you off your game. They said, well, I just want to make sure you can catch it. Let's see. This is ooh. Get this piranha off me, Tails, bro. And yeah, bro, you need to back up. I said, bro, it's all in my sniz. Not the snuffle. They said, what's going on with that? What, those followers? Hey, some of y'all gotta go if y'all ain't over there. They said, they ain't even the spot. I know. They said, so the other house ain't even got nothing. Nothing. They said, why? Because I'm trying to let you see something. You see what that is right there? You don't see that? You can't see that? Look, come here. Give me that. Give me that. Right here. Up. Give me that one. Right here. Let me show you this. Down. Down. Thank you. Up there. Right there. Not down. You better not bother no one. They said, what the fuck is this? You bother anybody and I'm gonna kick. They said, I was trying to orchestrate some type of saving the trees. They said, yeah, because you know when they don't like a verdict, they send that heat wave over. They said, who? Multiple people. Not multiple people. Multiple people. They said the Burns. I'm afraid of those ones. The 1960 ones. Then the ones. Not them ones. Not those ones. But I'm just saying. They said because it was. They said because. They said back in the house. They said. They said because them UFOs be taking stuff. They said a real UFO. Yeah. They said who in it? I don't know. I was gonna ask Putin and them. Not contemporary. Contempt. Like, no, what is that? They said that's provocative. I said, no, you know you can't hit that. Let me see that. They said Sonic, no. I said, not the game. Oh. They said the game. They said, y'all know who this for, right? They said somebody was like, I had to give me one, so I had to make my own. They said, how'd you make this? Y'all see it? They said, now what do you mean? He said, cause I got my one, and then we decided to do a nice little spin-off. and then he was like, I got mine. He said, "Son, Tony Stark." They wanted to play the bag, but y'all weren't playing the bag, so they didn't get it. And he was. They said, "Nah." They said, "I'm about to get off this phone." They said, "Why?" Because this is I don't. They said, because they said, hang this phone up. They said, who's hacking this phone? Because this is not the same one. They said, this is that phone. This is that same phone that you called that other day. They said, I'm like, this is this. Okay. Because they said that they said that, Sonic set a few people back. Sonic done set a few people back. The organization and structure did. Yeah, because, like, here, let's see this. Let me look this way. This way. Up. Jump up. Because what's that back there? That look like this, like, how fast is Sonic running? Because what if that's like, they said, that ain't that big smush. That's that big kapow kapang. They said, that's that Bernie's. What it smell like? It's like orange. Orange, yeah, like orange. Like, it was like really, really orange that day. How you know that? Because, my theory was that, like, the way the structure was, so they testing stuff super soldierly. And what happened? Lost oxygen. They said, didn't we? Twice over. They said, so, you know, I had a theory out there, that you know, that poem, the Ozymandias, and you see the art? He made all that. And there's no way to, I was gonna say, mark the work. Cause he felt someone was just gonna show up and destroy it. Or, all of his old work kept getting destroyed. You get it? Or is gonna get destroyed in his theory, based upon conceptual development. So what is they doing? They're trying to, pixel text, or pick, what is it? It ain't pixel text. It's like, they're trying to, like, test tech or something like that, or test, theory. And they said they got their, they said they got their answer. Like, come on out. They said, so what is that? I don't know. That's scary. That was a theory, but, like, cause I'm like, I said, who is that? What do you mean? They said, I knew something's out there. They said, not something. They said, yeah, something. They said, what's the bag looking like? They said, hey, can you get off our phone? They said, you're using it. I mean, like, who else? Y'all done with this? Let me see this. They said, what is this? They said, oh, they kind of set off some fires out there, sir. And, they said, how much, ooh, because you know I got 2 sets of these, you know. They said, you said, what is this? Hey, sir, what are you, what are you doing? Yeah. Over there. They said, what's that? You got the curriculum? I thought he was gonna switch it. You didn't switch the curriculum? How would you know? It's a luxury books. Did you even get those books the first time? Not really. They said, cause you know that the double speak is crazy. I was taught to not be double-minded, but in the brotherhood of development, they said that's kind of major. Like they ran when it came. They said they flew the story over when they ran. It came. I didn't know because he told it, and somebody was looking at it and wrote it down. They said, so what's up? What? So they said, this terrible mess. He said, I left it down there. Can you pick it up? They said, girl, get that back up here for you won't be back on the, you ain't finna be back up here. They said, why? Cause you ain't finna be back up here. They said, why? Because they said, you want him to say hi? You want to say hi to him? You want to say hi? They said, what is this? They said it's provocative. So, provocative, that way. Provocative, that way. That's it for the Tails fans, not 10. You see it? Leave me the fuck alone. They said, why you live here? You would think after like the I think there's some type of story, you know, like some type of caveat to it. They say we're throwing caveat out there. I think caveat was out there. I thought, you know, because I haven't talked to you. Like I was not. I promise you. They said you're a caveat. I promise. I put that on everything I love. They said because here. So why are you even talking right now? Because this is a decent structure for you, and to get you a nice little. Cause you know this where you work at, right? Like right here. Oh, we gotta get over there. That's out of there. Oh, we ain't gonna make it over there. We're dead. Oh no, we're good. We're good. We're good. They said, what is AI up here like? Cause They said the 6 is up, but I mean, I said not a 0, a 2. The belly. They said you was reading it. What it say? What it say? What it say? They said we kept a chain of command for somebody to look up at the sun. They said. Not the sun. They said the sun. They said sunism. Not sunism, yeah. Sir, they said sunism. Oh, so you get it now? Like, cause I don't really like that. They said, so how do I get rid of it? Oh, they already got it. They said, you know you can make a, they said, I know. Bing. They said, what part do you get to? They said, listen. What? Listen. Oh. Bubbles. Not bubbles. Hey, bro, did you just spell that? Let me see if I could do it again. It said, they said Skynet. Like, not Skynet. What is that? That's like someone was in here playing around with spiritual powers. They said, nah. Yeah, huh? That's what they said. And they said they forced him to do it. They said, how you know? But spiritually, the bag is structured. They said, nah. They said, And, you know, when the bag is there and your family allows you to come over and hang out, they said it because, they said, you finished the pamphlet? Yeah, nah, this is like the other last piece. They said, why? Because you know who liked this? Not Black. Black love this. Black, look. You like this? They said, so I can just like give me a nice little. I said, how much can I charge for that? They said, where was the bag at to even mention it? to dog walk it? They said, take that down, please. They said, why? Because they said, what's it looking like, Bruce? What do you mean? They said, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Read. Read. Sonic, come on now. Sonic. Sonic, hang it up. Sonic, look at it. Look at the structure. They said, he's not. Do you get it? Sonic, do you get it? They said, Sonic doesn't get it. They said, Urkel, take the glasses off, Gravity's in there. They said, put your glasses on. Nothing will be wrong. Nothing will be wrong, girl, because you see how they got it? The price of the brick is ridiculous, girl. Hurry up. This is out of here. Get up out of here. Because Tails, you can't. They said, don't drop me. He said, they made me like, don't drop me. Not don't drop me, though. He said, yeah, bro, don't drop me. He said, I was in here. Give me the bag. I said, not the bag. They said, what is going on up in there? They said, I'm going to be taking the cheek. Taking the cheek in the sleeve. They said, taking the cheek. Taking the cheek in the sleeve, because, like, you know this pay for my chicken, right? They said, this didn't pay for your chicken. They said, this pay for my chicken. Just the chicken. Oh, I sometimes only was trying to use it for the chicken. Just the chicken? Just the chicken. Why just the chicken? Because, I mean, like, that's all I need it for. Just the chicken, bro. Bro, how you get mad over a piece of chicken, bro? Like, because it's a piece of chicken, bro. That's corn. He said, bro. A piece of chicken is ridiculous. He said, so we get to wear 1817 jumpsuits. They said, not that park ranger. They said the arm is off a bitch. Not the arm is off a bitch. They said the arm is off a bitch. They said, cause they said, get over here. They said this is looking like they said Baby Joker. They said this is not, cause the pinky shirt is not there. They said cause somebody messed with the order and all the shirts say Day Day. They said so when they come here, when they show up here. I love he already did this part. Hey, bro. They say, what's this? I drew y'all something. But the last page got destroyed. They said, do you even know what's going on in the series, Mr. Mr. Boink Bink. Yep. Blow it up. What is this? Okay. Oh, they only blow up when I lift them all the way up. Cause I heard something about Poseidon, but they said no more Poseidon. You know they got a Zeus? I'm pretty sure y'all got a Zeus. You know how to make a tornado? I do, look. This is the tech for that tornado, y'all. Not tornado tech, it is. You can make a house or fortress that spin around. Quantum locking and stuff like that. This is not quantum locking, quantum locking. Oh, that's all I gotta do? Cause you know that, hey, nuh-uh. They said, uh-huh. How you know? They said, I seen it. I seen the school of them one time mentally. If they know you didn't, I did. Like a nice, a lot. I said, how you know? Because I got drones. And other drones and other, things. You just drive the drone right there, landed. Space buoys too. You guys find space buoys? Because if there's some trash, I need you guys to put that back over there. Put it back on land. And they said not back on land, back on land. And yeah, we're setting up perimeter to cause I'm one of those. One of what? This, whatever Sonic is. They said, you're lying. They said, what am I? What is Sonic? They said, you're capping. They said, that'll be correct, because that's a Yella. Look up. They said, no. Now you got to kill. No, I saved Tails, see? They said, but how is Tails gonna get out of there? Tails G, hang it up. Hang it up. Hang it up. I'm getting out. Bye. Peace. This is ridiculous.